everything about you. I don't know a thing about what I'm supposed to be doing.
The stories are in...
Write to me. We'll put the address up on the screen in a moment. Write to me if you'd like to have a free autographed picture. I'll be glad to send one out to you, personally autographed. Give us a little time to get it, because we do, thank God, get a lot of mail, so we'll get it out to you as soon as we can. Also, we have a new magazine that I'm publishing called Victory Magazine, coming out in about 5 or 6 weeks. I'm the editor-publisher. Janice is the associate editor. It's a conservatively oriented, hard-hitting magazine called Victory. And if you'd like to get it, all I ask you to do is to send $10, including which will handle the postage and handling, and we'll send it to you. It's a quarterly. We'll send it to you for a whole year. So just write to Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California 92803, Box 56 TV, Anaheim 92803, and get our new magazine, Victory. The first issue coming out in a few weeks, and we're very proud of it. It's going to be a really hard-hitting issue where I can talk a lot longer about things that need to be known. Okay, gang? All right. Now, if you want to come down here for a taping of Hot Seat, we do it every Wednesday about 5:30 or 6. If you're in the Los Angeles area, call the numbers on your screen any day, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 in the morning and 5:30 in the evening. Give your name and your telephone number and how many tickets you want, and we'll invite you to come down for a taping of Hot Seat right here at our studios. In the 213 area code, it's 464-61111. 464-6111. In the 714 area code, get ready now, our world-famous number, 999. 5,000. 999. 5,000. 999. 5,000. One more time, 999. 5,000. Okay, right on. Okay, and now it is time to meet our next guest, and let me assure you, this is a real sicko pervert.
Say, Wally, before you start, I'd like to ask where your sidekick is tonight. Where's your sidekick tonight? He's probably dead drunk in a gutter somewhere.
Oh!
About your speed. He's never here.
Don't you dare say anything about my good friend.
Face down in the nearest gutter.
You should talk about being an idiot pervert. You are the one who are...
Speaking of perverts, I know darn well that some of the proceeds of your new Victory magazine are going to fund your...
I'm warning you.
You warn me all you want. I know the truth.
You are such a little... You know,
you're a filthy liar, and you're a frustrated pervert.
Oh!
That's right. I'm telling you right now.
I'm warning you right now. You don't get me. I'm warning you. I'll tell you something right here. You will not throw me out. Now just sit down and shut. Sit down. Sit down. Don't you ever say that again, or I'll throw your buns out of here.
Hey, the facts are, it's a well-known fact.
The facts
Men and women, probably. Men and women.
I'm warning you.
You can't warn me about anything.
Just shut your mouth. Sit down, shut up. Don't you dare. Don't you dare spread lies.
Let's face it, you love sex of all sorts. You're throwing up a big smoke screen tonight.
I'm warning you right now, if you dare to say anything like that, spreading lies across America, I'll haul your to court.
We'll just see about that. Go ahead, do it. Do it. I know the facts.
But before I do that, I'll take you out in the alley and smash your ugly nose in.
I'll bust your head like a ripe watermelon.
I have people ask me all the time, Wally, do you really drive a Galpin Ford? Of course I do. And why? Because I know you'll get the best possible deal at Galpin Ford in Sepulveda. Hey, I've been driving a Galpin Ford for years. Get on down there, tell Bert Bachman I sent you. Galpin Ford in Sepulveda, 15505 Roscoe Boulevard in the sunny city of Sepulveda. Galpin is #1, and there's a reason. Hey, they are the best. Thank you. Hi, Wally George. If you or your company need a professional security service, may I recommend TriStar International Protection Agency. They can provide executive protection, corporate security, and loss prevention. They take care of high-risk security problems, and they use canine services in patrol with bomb and drug detection. All of TriStar personnel have training in civilian or military law enforcement. Call TriStar now, area code 714-635-2015. Thank you very much. Don't forget to join me every Monday night on the radio. KLAC Radio, 57 on the AM dial for the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Every Monday night from 7 until 10. You can call me on the phone for 3 hours, and we have some liberal idiot guests on as well. So join me on the radio. KLAC, 57 on the AM dial every Monday night from 7 until 10. I'll be listening for you.
Tired of getting pushed around.
Then watch. Request video. Monday through Saturday.
5 to 6 p.m.
Now, the intro goes something like this.
Remember, that's Monday through Saturday, 5 to 6 p.m. only on KDOC.
TV 56.
James Myers is here. Before I get back to this pervert and to why he's here, join me every Monday night here in Southern California. If you're watching me in Los Angeles, every Monday night, KLAC, the Great American Station, 570 on the AM dial. Join me from 7 until 10 p.m. for the Wally George Great American Radio Show. You can call me on the phone for 3 hours here in Los Angeles every Monday night. Now, the main reason you're here, you little screwball, you perverted...
Go on. Yeah, I would like to get down to the issue.
The main reason you're here is not to spread gossip and rumors and filth.
Truth.
No, to tell the truth.
Get to
you're
the
here.
issue. Get to the
you're
issue.
here to promote federally funded pleasure palaces across
Very
America.
good. That's right. Adult orgasmalands.
So what you're calling for is
Orgasmalands. Adult Disneylands. They'd all love it. Ask them, would they love it or not?
Is he a pervert? Oh, you want the federal government to pay for houses of pleasure so men and women can come and have sexual favors?
Absolutely. It's about time we threw off all these teachings of religious idiots thousands of years ago and realized that we need shrines to our organs.
Hey, you know why he wants... Hey, you know why? Hold on. You know why he wants... You know why he wants these pleasure palaces? Because the only place he can get gratification is in a pleasure palace.
And you know why Wally George doesn't want them? He's afraid Mrs. George would spend a typical day at the laundromat, the dry cleaners, and at the local lust lounge.
Wait.
And then stagger home late at night.
Have you ever visited a
It's
house?
none of your business.
Oh, sure. How many times have you been to a house of ill repute?
See, your idea of sex is a filthy, awful subject. It's not. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Hey, when I think of a filthy, raunchy object, I just have to look at him.
I'll tell you, we'll have some minimal qualifications to get into my lust lounges, and you wouldn't make it.
Lust lounges.
You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't get in the front door. We might have a barnyard for him to go to. What's your pick, Wally, a mule or a sheep?
Hey, you know why he says that? Because human beings have turned him down.
He He's so sexually repressed, he's afraid. He's afraid that if he ever got into one of these things, he would go crazy in an orgy of lust.
Do you really?
No, I don't think. I know.
Do you think that that this great government is going to pay for this kind of
millions of people are in favor of it? It would stop sexual abuse. It would stop rape.
It would stop nothing.
Mess and alcoholism. We are all sexually repressed. We're all sexually repressed. We're all sexually repressed.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And welcome everybody all across America. This is Hot Seat. This is the original, right? The original voice of controversy, the original voice of conservatism. We're here not to be a bunch of idiots. We are here to help America be even greater. And we're in our 6th year. We have a great studio. How are y'all doing tonight, all right? Really a good-looking crowd. Wait, we have about 49,000 people tonight. Fantastic. Now, on the show tonight, we're going to have a wild, don't miss this show. Call up everybody you know and have them tune on to Hot Seat, because tonight, the sparks are going to fly. We have that very controversial head of the Jewish Defense League, Irv Rubin, who is here. And you know how the JDL and most Jewish people feel about Yasser Arafat, right? Now, appearing with Irv to debate him is Jim Miller, who says he likes Arafat. He thinks the PLO is a party of peace. Oh, come on. Well, so they're going to be debating. Jim Miller says, oh, yeah, we should have talks with Arafat. He's a nice guy. He really wants peace. And you know what Irv says. We'll get into that. And then later, idiot Jim Miller. First of all, now I'm going to... Now, as always, I'm going to stay strictly impartial. Right, gang? Yeah. On my extreme left here, far left, is my very good friend, the very fine, upstanding American, Irv Rubin of the Jewish Defense League. Now, I'm being very impartial here. Sitting next to my good friend Irv Rubin is this moron rodent. His name is Jim Miller, and he is pro Yasser Arafat. He says,
Wally, I am not going to let you even finish. You're a filthy liar. He's a filthy liar.
Oh!
You both are dirty killer warmongers.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
You do not want peace.
Wait, hold on, wait.
You don't want peace. You want war.
Hold
you
on.
want death. You're both vultures.
Well,
You're both vultures.
What?
You feed on death.
Hold on a minute.
You guys would be nothing without war.
Well, hold on. You just shut your mouth. I'll kick your buns out of here.
You're maggots.
Now
You
what?
feed on the death of others.
Will you shut? It's my show. Settle down. Settle down, you stupid.
I'm not going to have you lying about where I stand. I am not pro-Arafat. I'm for peace.
Oh, you're for
Unlike
peace?
you two guys.
You know what he reminds me of is a left-wing Pee Wee Herman. Now, hold on. You are saying
Don't point your bony finger at me.
Hey, how is it like a bony fist, idiot?
I'd like to see you try it.
Now, hold on a minute.
Anybody who would have this guy as a friend You ought to be kicked out of this country.
Oh, God. Now, hold on.
The Jewish Defense League is a killer, assassination-oriented group.
Wait a minute. What did you do that? Who did we kill? Who did we kill?
Well, how do you answer that? Hey,
Where did you dig this scumbag up from, Wally?
These are spitting all over me.
I'd like to spit all over you.
Now, what did you just call him? What'd you call him?
It's well known throughout the world that his organization has been accused of assassination.
Who?
Of hit squads.
Who?
Let me tell you the story about Alex O'Day right here in Orange County.
Prove it.
Can I tell the story or not?
No, wait.
There was a guy in Orange County 3 years ago. His name is Alex O'Day. He ran a pro-Arab newspaper. One morning, a family man,
A pro-Arab
41 years
newspaper.
old, blown to bits. Do you know who the number one suspect is? His friend, Robert Manning, who's hiding out in Israel. The FBI wants him back.
Now listen, you are spreading slander and you're smearing this man. And I think he's an idiot. What do you say?
For years and years, the media have been full of reports. His organization blew up a bus of innocent people over there.
Where?
In Palestine.
In Palestine?
I call it Palestine.
Earth's arms do not.
Israel.
Now hold on.
You know, I don't know where you dug this thing up from.
No, listen, let's get down to the issue here.
Never have I experienced such a bald-faced, lying dog.
Well, I agree with you. Yeah, right on.
You know, in this
I've
country,
never sat so close to a murderer.
In this country, you got to back up what you say.
The media is full of it. The United States is looking for your right-hand buddy right now.
Now,
He's my right-hand buddy right now.
Manning.
Wait a minute. Let me get down. Hold on a minute. Let me get to the issue here.
He's worse than Yasser Arafat.
Oh!
His group makes Yasser Arafat look like Mother Teresa.
Wait a minute. Wait. First, I'm getting to this issue now. You're saying that we should believe in Yasser Arafat. We should hold talks with this killer dog. We should have every reason to believe that he's had a change of heart. And I go along with Irv. We should never, ever talk to this rodent, Yasser Arafat. I'll be right back.
6 nights a week at 8:30 on TV 56, it's the Bob Newhart Show.
Hello?
Hi, Bob. We're glad you're here. Bob faces excitement.
No, I just... We're here for the bell to go off.
Danger.
Open wider. How do you think I am, a snake?
Romance.
When do you start?
Miller, who is in favor of trusting Yasser Arafat and the PLO. Come on.
I'm in favor of peace, Wally,
now,
not
hold on.
death.
You're in favor of terrorism, Arab terrorism.
You are a terrorist.
Now, hold on.
Coming from you, that's a compliment.
Now,
Coming from a whip like you. Coming from a whip like you, that's a compliment.
The difference between us is he does not visualize a whole group of people, Arabs, as human beings.
Now,
he thinks they ought to be obliterated from the earth.
Hey, what about
Yasser
Arafat?
Should live in peace.
Yasser Arafat does not recognize Israel. He will never rest until they are pushed into the ocean.
You're a dirty liar. Well, he has said he both recognizes
You can't believe
Israel
that filthy
and
rodent.
he renounces terrorism. He said it to the world.
He said it. He doesn't.
I believe him.
Oh, he believes Arafat. Yeah. Go ahead, Irv. Go ahead, Irv.
It's awfully white of Arafat to recognize Israel.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of accomplishment is that?
Israel stole their land.
Would you shut up? Would you shut up? You know,
your people who you're defending stole another culture's land.
That land belongs to my people.
It was a Palestinian land
was liberated,
for 2,000 years.
Now, wait a minute. What we're trying to say here,
30 years ago, these guys swooped in, took it over, and made 1 million people homeless.
Well,
now they're trying to get their land back, and you guys call them terrorists.
Yasser Arafat is a man
and
who
they
has
kill
killed
women
Americans.
and children, and you call
who was
them
killed in a Belgian
people.
Sudan by the name of Cleo Noel. Of course, he doesn't understand
Noel.
that.
Day before yesterday, his favorite people killed two
and the payoff is the downing of Pan Am 103.
I think he was responsible for it.
Oh,
Arafat cannot deliver.
Hold on.
Arafat cannot deliver. And this is the payoff.
At the same time. Now,
the
shut up and let
payoff
him talk.
for recognizing a scumbag like Arafat is the downing of Pan Am 103. He cannot deliver. He's one man, and now they want to turn him into a snitch. If there was a betting party out here, how much would you give for the longevity of Arafat? He's going to be a factor. He's going to be history in a matter of months because
he's the
PLO,
chosen representative of the whole culture.
PLO is going to murder him, and it's about time because he has murdered innocent men, women, and children.
Right, yeah, right on. Hold on. Let me say this.
I hope he's over there protecting him.
How you can try to defend Arafat? Of course,
he's their representative.
He's an anti-American fellow.
Wait a minute. He says, of course, oh, I recognize Israel. I want them to have the right. And then he goes on with his terrorist activities.
You guys are despicable creatures.
You're the one
You
who's
both should be deported.
I say this, we have a policy.
There's no place in this country for guys like him.
There is no place for idiots like you in this country. Now, I'll tell you something. We have a policy here in the United States of America. We do not deal with terrorists. We do not negotiate.
You're dealing with this guy.
Not only is this guy a Jew hater, he's also anti-Christian.
I am not
When
a
I was
Jew
on your
hater.
radio show and you invited him to respond to me,
Yes.
he mentioned the fact that he's, quote, sick and tired of hearing about the Holocaust. And
Why did you say that?
I mentioned the fact that Jesus was Jewish. He said, I don't care about Christianity either. This is the anti-American. This is a person who vilifies everything that this country stands for.
I will guarantee you if you poll
and I want to
50
pay his
million
way
Americans.
so he can go over there and be with his camel jockey friends.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. Go ahead, answer that.
Those camel jockeys, as he pronounced them, are human beings with families
who blow
lived
up
in that
airplanes
country
and
for
kill
2,000 years
and throw
before
babies
these
off of
guys
balconies.
swooped in and took it over
For punks like
illegally.
him go to their aid.
Right
you
today,
should leave.
they have thousands of people in detention camps in what's supposed to be
That's
Palestine.
because they're throwing stones and Molotov cocktails at people.
Tires
hold
and
on
other
a minute.
offenses like
You
that.
throw-
They have no rights.
Why don't you go throw a
They
stone
can't
at him?
vote.
Why don't
They
you
don't
go,
have
hey,
any rights.
Why don't
Get
you
your
go
hands
throw a
off
stone
me.
at? Why don't you go throw a stone at him? Go throw a Molotov cocktail at him.
You see,
hey,
this is the
why
kind
don't you
of
go throw a
guy he
Molotov
is.
cocktail
This
at
is
him?
the kind of guy he is.
Hold on. Here's what
This is the kind of guy you
This
have
is
as
a
a friend.
friend. P-U-N-K.
This is a friend.
Now listen.
I want peace.
He comes on
He
here and
wants
calls
war.
me a murderer
See,
and a
he's nothing
terrorist.
without war.
What do you expect when you call him a murderer and a terrorist? I'm surprised.
It's
I'm
a
surprised he didn't
proven
knock your
fact.
stupid head off.
It's a fact.
If you, I defend her. If you had said to me, the kind of things you've said to him, I would have knocked your stupid head clear off your shoulders.
Tried.
You dare to call this man? All this man is trying to stand up for is Israel and Israel's right to exist.
And America.
And your friend, and America.
And America.
And Yasser Arafat, the only thing he wants to do is to squeeze Israel and kill it and push these people into the ocean. And we will not allow that to happen, will we? Because Israel is our true friend and ally, and your friend Arafat is the king of the terrorists, and we don't deal with animals like that, do we? No! Now, how do you answer that?
Do you think Palestinians are human beings? Answer me!
Oh.
Do you or don't you? Do you or don't you?
Don't you ever yell at me.
Well, do you or don't you? You sit there with your fat mouth agape.
I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Are they?
You're on very thin ice, you little...
Beings? Are they or aren't they human
There is
beings?
no such thing as a Palestinian.
Now just shut up.
Well, to you
Okay?
there isn't.
There is
That's
no
right.
such thing as a
That's right.
Palestinian.
In fact, if you have the right to you'd kill
I want to
them.
educate you.
There
is no
are
such land as
Palestinians.
Oz,
In
and there's
fact,
no such
before
thing as
Israel took
Palestine,
over,
okay?
there were
Tell me, where did
Palestinian
the word
Jews,
Palestine
there were
originate from?
Palestinian Arabs.
Where did the word Palestine
It doesn't make
originate
any
from?
difference. Stick
Because
to the
you don't
issues.
know.
The whole area
You
was
don't
Palestine
know.
before
They
you guys
changed the
ripped
name
it
of
off.
Judea, representing Jews, to Philistinia, to honor the ancient Philistinian people.
2,000 years of history
That's
wiped
right.
out by this guy's
2,000
ignorant
years.
mind.
2,000 years of Jewish sovereignty there.
The whole reason we're here tonight, Mr. Miller, is this. that you are saying that we should get down on our knees and crawl to this animal, Yasser
No,
Arafat,
once again, you're totally wrong. We need to open communication. We need to start. We need a place to start.
We have no reason.
So you'll just continue the killing forever.
No, I'm telling you.
You know what Arafat said?
Hold on. You can't talk to a man like Arafat because you can't trust him.
Well, your hero says we should.
He's lying.
Your hero, Ronald Reagan, started the communication.
Well, this is where,
is he wrong?
This is where I disagree for one time with Ronald Reagan. Yes.
The first and only time.
No, I disagree.
You have never disagreed with him on anything.
We're wrong.
I think you're afraid of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, the more I think about it, you're afraid of everybody.
I think you're afraid of your own shadow. What do you think? Now listen, I disagree with. Now I don't. Oh, hold on. I don't often disagree with Ronald Reagan, but I do on these two. Wait a minute. I do on these 2 points. I disagree on holding any kind of serious talks with Mikhail Gorbachev, because we know the history is in the books. We cannot trust the Soviet Union. They say one thing and they do another. Am I right? Yeah. You know that we have had 7 treaties with the Soviet Union and they have broken all 7 treaties. We cannot believe what Gorbachev says, and certainly we cannot believe what that king of terrorists, Yasser Arafat, says. I say Arafat and Gorbachev are 2 of a kind. They're both animals, and we can't trust either one of them. What do you think about that? Now, how do you answer that?
Give peace a chance, Wally.
Give peace
a chance,
Wally.
For the first time in your life, lighten up a little bit and realize that human beings with a brain, unlike you two, could get together and solve the problem.
Let's believe them.
You see, you don't want that, because without it, you're nothing.
Let's believe them like
without all that, you're nothing. You wouldn't have anything to rant and rave about.
Yeah, let's believe Arafat like we did Adolf Hitler.
No, let's start. Let's begin. You see, you guys would just sit back and kill innocent human beings.
Talk. Go ahead.
There's a mayor of Bethlehem. His name is Elias Fried.
Let's have violin music here.
Shut up.
He wanted to stop the Arab rioting because along Christmas time you have to have a lot of tourism, etc. That's how he makes his living, by having a lot of Christian people come over there celebrate Christmas.
Right.
There is no Christmas in Bethlehem today because everybody's busy throwing Molotov cocktails and stones at soldiers.
Trying to get their land back.
Would you shut up for a minute?
Let him talk. Let him finish.
He wanted to stop the rioting. And you know what this creep Arafat said? Anybody who stops the Intifada will face the Arab bullets. Arafat is a terrorist today. He will be a terrorist tomorrow. He will be a terrorist forever because that's his nature.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
A man who is committed to terrorism over the last 25 years doesn't change overnight because he says 3 sentences.
He's talking about himself.
It's a fraud.
Why do you associate with this guy? Don't you know the history of his organization?
I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Arafat. Okay?
Well, it could be the same. Just substitute the names.
Oh, come on.
Each side thinks the other are the bad guys. I'm saying, let's sit down and begin to talk, and we'll realize that we're all human beings.
How can you
The Palestinians want a homeland. Israel wants a homeland.
It's called Jordan, in case you didn't know.
It's not called Jordan.
70% of the people living in Jordan today call themselves Palestinian. So where is Palestine? It is Jordan. King Hussein is a fraud.
The West Bank.
He's a fraud.
How can we sit down and talk with a man like Yasser Arafat, who has been leading murders?
He's a moderate.
A moderate.
He's a moderate. He's an aging moderate.
He kills you moderately.
He is personally responsible for the death of millions of innocent people. He is, to me, the king of terrorists, and I say no way do we, and we were so right.
Look what they did to Lebanon. Look what they did. 100,000 Christians slaughtered by those Arab, Muslim, nice people, according to
the moderates.
The moderates.
And you say that we were...
You don't think people can change, do you? Let me tell you a little story. In 19...
I don't want to hear your story.
I want to hear your story.
I don't want your story.
Let's get some evidence into this thing. I say people can change. Let's look at the former Prime Minister of Israel, a guy named Menachem Begin. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever it is.
Say it right.
It is. Same guy.
Come on, hurry up and say your thing.
I'm trying.
Hurry up.
In 1946,
Don't call him a terrorist.
In
Don't you dare
1946,
call
he
him a
blew up
terrorist.
a hotel,
He
killing
warned that hotel,
93
and the
innocent
British,
people.
The British head of
He
the
blew it
military
up,
staff
and he changed to
commanded those
become
people
the
to stay
Prime
inside that
Minister of
hotel.
Israel.
Don't you dare call him a terrorist, you punk.
He was a terrorist.
He was not a
He
terrorist.
was a terrorist. He blew up 93 innocent people.
Why don't you admit the fact that Yasser Arafat is the king of all terrorists?
No, sir.
Yes,
No, sir.
yes, sir.
Not today. It's 1988, Wally. It's not
Don't bang your fist.
1975.
I'm telling you this. You even think it was wrong. You even think it was wrong for us to not allow Yasser Arafat to come into this country.
Of course he should have had a chance to speak
And what
at the
happens when
United
Gaddafi
Nations.
wants to come?
We don't hold on.
You haven't said one
He's a
intelligent
member
thing
of the
since you've
UN
been
too.
here.
What happens when Gaddafi wants to come?
I'm not talking about Gaddafi.
What's
the
I'm not
difference?
talking
What
about
is the
Gaddafi.
difference?
I am not talking about
Oh,
him.
yes,
I'm
Arafat's the
saying
moderate.
Arafat.
Hold on, Jim. The reason we did not allow Yasser Arafat to have a visa to come to this country to speak to the UN, George Shultz explained it very, very well. Even a dimwit like you should understand it. What he said is we do not give visas to terrorists, and Yasser Arafat is a terrorist, isn't he?
Who
So
tried
why
to blow
should we
up
make
George Shultz?
Why should we
Wally?
make an exception for him? Go
He
ahead.
tried to blow up George Shultz. When George Shultz was last in the Middle East, the PLO tried to hit his car in Israel.
Totally unfounded.
Unfounded. They admitted to it. They took credit
they
for
did
it.
not.
How numbskull can you be? They took credit for it.
I say this, and then we're
You
going
give stupidity a new meaning, you know that?
No, I say that, and then we're going
Go
to
back to
have some
Israel,
questions
where you
from the
belong.
audience. I say
I'm a
this.
Vietnam era veteran, punk.
Yeah. Hey,
On which side?
hey, what are...
On which
On
side?
this side, United States Air Force.
Hey,
I
what-
doubt that you could cut the mustard. I don't think you could get in.
Hey, what have you ever done for your country, Mr. Miller?
It's none of your business.
I'll tell you this.
I tell you, being here, I'm doing for my country because people need to open
Standing
their
up for
eyes to the
murderers
fact
like Arafat.
that terrorists
Stand-
from Israel are
I'm not
no
a
worse
terrorist.
and no better
I'm
than
not a
terrorists from
terrorist.
the other side.
Now listen.
Open your eyes, America. See the truth.
Yeah, open your... Yeah, that's
According
right.
to
Hold on.
according to your
Yes,
vision.
Yes, open your eyes, America, and realize that jackasses like this are
Live here.
trying to make you believe that terrorists like Yasser Arafat can change their stripes. They cannot. Yasser Arafat, to me, we should never recognize him. We should never talk to him. We should fight him with everything we have and know him for what he really is, a killer, and we don't do business with Arafat. I'll be right back. Here with Irv Rubin, the head of the Jewish Defense League, and Jim Miller. Jim, I want to go to you.
Well, thank you, Wally.
Well, don't thank me. Believe me, the only reason I want to go to you is so I can point out how ridiculous and asinine you really are.
I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you.
Well, I
thought
think
you
all
had-
America's ashamed of him. What do you think?
Do you realize that you are showing your true colors by associating with this guy?
No, I'm not.
You are showing yourself to be pro-death.
Oh, okay. No.
Yes.
No, you know what I am?
You do not want peace. It's obvious. I want peace.
I
want peace.
I am pro-justice, and I am not a fool.
I see Palestinians as human beings who should have a voice, a life, a homeland, also just like the Jewish
I
people.
say a man like Yasser Arafat has
leads
proved his colors. We know what he is.
Changed.
How do you know? Have you talked to him personally lately?
We have to begin.
Well, how do you suggest we begin, Mr.
We begin just like our government
Sure, he
that you
wants to risk
normally
Israel.
are in favor of. They simply want to begin to talk. That's what I've been saying since I've been on here.
can't talk.
And you guys are screaming for death and destruction.
How can you have talks with someone who you cannot believe? He lies through his teeth.
You have to begin, and if over the course of time he does not
It's
prove
a
to be...
waste of time. We know already. We know already.
Now we see the real Wally George, a warmonger.
PLO charter to this day advocates the destruction of the state of Israel.
It does not.
When Yasser Arafat rips up that charter and turns over Abu Abbas to the Italian authorities, Abu Abbas is the #2 man in the PLO. He was responsible for the hijacking of the Achille Lauro. in which the 69-year-old wheelchair-bound man was shot in the head and thrown over the board like a piece of garbage.
That's right.
There's a warrant out for Abu Abbas in Italy today. Let Arafat turn him over, and then let Arafat come to this country and stand trial for the murders that the Justice Department has accused him of, including an ambassador to the Sudan.
Absolutely, yeah, right on. Okay, let's go to the audience.
Clear his name.
Yeah, right.
By the way,
trust him.
before we go any further, it is a fact that the FBI has the Jewish Defense League on its list of potential provocateurs in the downing of the Pan Am jet.
Oh, get out of here.
They think he may have done it.
Give me a break.
I think they think it was getting too friendly over there.
Where have you read that? Hey, he probably read that in the National Enquirer. What do you think? Huh? All right, what's your question? Go ahead.
Okay, Jim, Mr. Jim, I would call you Mr. Jim, but you make me sick.
Jim Miller.
Jim
That
Miller.
makes a lot of sense. Kenny.
Okay, I can't understand.
What's her name?
I can't understand.
What's her name?
My name's Brad, and I cannot understand how you can support the PLO when
There's a lot of
they
things
have
you don't
admitted to blowing up
understand, boy.
hundreds of people. You make me sick.
They've admitted.
I
That's
hope
right.
you don't call yourself
They have admitted.
American.
That's right.
You don't know anything
I hope
about
you don't
history.
call yourself American.
You know nothing.
Because if you do,
you know
I'm
nothing.
ashamed to live in the
you
same
know
country.
Nothing.
That's right. He makes a very good point. He makes a very good point. Yasser Arafat, the PLO, have admitted to blowing up thousands of people. They've admitted to that. So how can you not say he's a terrorist?
In the renunciation of terrorism, he's admitted to being a terrorist.
Yes, go ahead.
And the Jews have admitted to killing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of otherwise innocent Palestinians. So I'm saying, let's stop the death.
Go ahead,
Jim.
go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to know how we can start talks with some idiot killer who kills Americans. I mean, come on, what's he gonna say? Who's gonna kill next?
Yeah, right on. Yeah, very good. Hey, this kid.
This guy's from a cave somewhere. I don't
No,
know.
Yeah, you wanna kill me, man?
Listen, how old are you?
I'm 18.
This kid at 18 knows. He knows. Hey, this kid knows more than you will ever know in your entire lifetime, right? Oh, okay, go ahead. Yes.
2 lifetimes, Wally.
Right, go ahead.
I just want to know what a scumbag like Jim Miller is doing in our country. You ought to be nuked, pal.
Yeah, I think, Jim, that the consensus has passed. I think we know where we stand here in America and in this studio. Mr. Irv Rubin may stay, but you are out of here.
Are they? Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Name and your question.
Andy from Anaheim. We have a serious problem in the future. Like now, our ozone is being eaten up, and called the greenhouse effect.
Yes.
And I always want to know how you feel about this and what you would do, what we could do now to stop this from happening.
Well, I'll tell you what.